Here I'm going to rope this red filly and put that war bridle on, which in my previous sessions I showed you, so I'm kind of going backwards, but I want to show you how it sort of, I just roped her. And in a minute I'll show you, it'll show how I go about putting that war bridle. One of the ways, I've got a couple ways I do it, and this is one of the ways. It's pretty good. And she's letting me, so I'll snug that loop down, try to get it up around her throat latch. And it's a knot rope. Again, as I've stated before, it's not going to pull tight or choke or anything like that, because that knot stops it right there. That's about as tight as it's going to get, because it's that Honda's working up against the knot. So I just wrap it around once, then I wrap it around twice, and I take it under the first wrap, and then that goes over her ears. And that's just one way of doing it. There's a couple ways I do it. This isn't a bad way to do it. And I just get everything adjusted. And again, I've got to keep it doesn't give. I mean, it doesn't, once that rope takes up, it doesn't create its own slack like a regular halter would. So I'm very, very cognizant that it can be very severe. So I'm just barely taking a hold of it, just barely taking a hold of it, just enough to get her to respond. And then I just do my groundwork like I would if I had a regular halter on her. You can see she's kind of troubled when I ask her to go by me, and she'll settle down, but she's a little concerned right now. I use those coils just to help drive her past me so that I can untrack those hindquarters and get her stopped at the face. You can see how worried she is. But again, that goes away when she gets a little bit more sure and confident that first of all, she gets relief from what I'm asking her to do. And second of all, it's that I'm there to support her and not to be something to be afraid of. But she's not buying into all that yet, and that's fine. She will. See, and if she decides to leave before I ask her to leave, you notice I'll bend her. I only want her to leave when I ask her to leave. So if she leaves before I ask her to leave, you'll see me just bend her and untrack those hindquarters, and I'll start again. And I got that rope in a bad spot. See, it slips up. That's one of the bad things I haven't got figured out yet. If it's underneath her, it's fine, but sometimes it'll get up on the side and confuse her a little bit, so I've got to be aware of that. And there I go back to what I just do, just getting a little bit more bold with those coils. They're just so great to have with me right there, the coils of that rope. It's just great. It's just getting my hands on her and getting her used to that, rubbing her all over the place. And I don't want her to leave. I just want her to stand there. If she goes to leave, I'll just bend her, untrack her, and start again. Checking that halter, make sure everything's loose right there. Nothing should be taking a hold. You can have way too much power with that. That's this setup, way too much force. So that's why I'm extremely careful.